The reason we stay in unhealthy relationships is not because we don't know that they are unhealthy. It's because we don't trust ourselves enough to make the right decision, which is to leave. So we end up wasting a lot of time, a lot of energy, making excuses, over functioning, over giving, wasting our time, hoping that one day somehow things are going to change and they are going to become exactly how we want them to be. I know from my personal experience, when I was in that situation, I know that my problem was not that I did not know what was the right thing to do. I have always had a feeling, I've always had the inner voice telling me that this is not working, that something's wrong, that, my body sent me all of these messages. I kept lying to myself. I kept trying to prove that this thing can work. So it's not that I did not know what was the right thing to do. It's because I did not have the inner self-trust to be able to act upon that decision. And the reason I did not have the self-trust was because I was afraid. I was afraid of being abandoned. I was afraid of the way I was going to perceive myself as a failure if this thing did not work out. I didn't want to think that I was not enough. So I let fear dictate my decisions and my behaviors. So I let myself down and I abandoned myself more than anybody has ever done in my life. In essence, self-trust means the knowing that we can rely on our own emotions, judgment, perceptions, and decisions, especially during challenging times or after we make a mistake or when things don't work out the way we want them. Self-trust means you don't need other people to confirm your perception of reality. You are not waiting for other people to tell you how to feel, what to do, how to behave. So when we know what the right thing that we should do but not do it, we create a crack, a gap between our true self and the way we show up. That's why we feel bad about ourselves and about our lives, because we feel like we are imposters, people who are pretending to be someone else, something else that they're not. When we don't live with integrity, we lose our self-respect, and this is the biggest form of self-abandonment. When this happens, no amount of external love can fill the void that we feel inside because of the gap that we created. So what I now know from this experience is that when it's time for me to make a decision, most of the time, and most of us, we do know what the right thing that should be done. The challenge is to actually make the decision and to follow through. This is where courage comes in. This is where self-trust comes in. This means that from what I know right now, this seems to be the right thing to do. I will do it. If this turns out the right thing, great. If it doesn't and it turns out to be a mistake, I trust myself that I'm going to learn something out of this and that I will find a way to turn it around. I don't blame myself, I don't beat myself up, and I don't point fingers and blame people for making me do something that I don't want to do.